Good afternoon, May 2nd, Friday, here in the automotive shop. Oscar is on holidays for a week, so it's just Dave in the shop today. So not a whole lot going on, but he did some sway bar links on this little Mazda. A bit of an update on the bolt mods. We have decided with the customer we're going to do just a freshen up on the engine. Just go through the bearings, give it a bottle hone, get a new set of heads for it, cam and lifters and whatnot. So just a kind of a basic freshen up to get them going and get them on the road. John will be back to that on Monday. All the parts should be here by then. And the Silverado, we did the cam kit in. We've been having O2 code issues, and we've changed catalytic converters. And now we're doing all 4 O2 sensors. Dave just has one more to install. We've gotten rid of the bank 1 codes now and just needs to do a bank 2 upstream O2, and hopefully that cures the issues. Like I said, not a lot going on in here today. All right, just down at the hot rod shop. Carrick's taking care of a few deficiencies found on the 55 after last night's trip to the meet down at Cal Tire. Bernard's been working on a couple things on the 57 from the same scenario from the week before. We had a distributor come loose. I think I talked about that already, so they've dealt with that. We just have a bit of a bogging issue yet, so we're not sure if this AVS carb has an issue or not, so we're going to throw a quadrajet on there that we have that's known good just to eliminate those issues, and maybe we'll have to go through this AVS carb and see what's going on, but it was new a year ago, so shouldn't have too much wrong with it. We got Bernard over here working on the Apache doing the window channels and felts, while Lyle is working on some more of the upholstery. So let's check it out. You've seen the headliner already. He's rewrapped the kick panels with the matching leather and has the door panels. Well, you pretty much just need carpet inserts. Is that what you're doing right there? Yeah. Looks like just needs the carpet inserts on the door panels, which he's working on. Coming together. Staying nice and cool in here today, at least. Yeah, good. It's looking nice. This thing should be buttoned up pretty quick now. And I hear a welder zapping away over on the Lincoln, so see what Corbin's got on the go. He's been chopping and chopping and chopping, so nice, just welding up probably a seam where the floors met the rockers, giving it a nice solid structure to work with. Yeah, and we'll be able to add in some time-lapse footage he's been doing as he's been working on it. So Lincoln is well on his way. He's been working full-time on it since we moved it over here, so, and then we'll be tying that body into this chassis. So yeah, coming together. And then I'll get Leah to throw up some footage that I seen today. I'll got to get it from Rich, but he is on his Instagram, of the hinges he's building for this, with pickup points for actuators to electronically actuate the trunk. So we'll throw up a little clip of that as well. much it here for Friday afternoon at the hot rod shop. Let's take a quick walk through detail today on Friday. Got this little Chevy in here. I think they've done at least some ceramic too. Not 100% sure what all we've done, but it's like a brand new Canyon. Then Peter's truck is getting some PPF in these footwells to try and protect them from getting wore out, since you're basically just always stepping on paint. So Nicole's been working on that. Trying to get that figured out so it won't last forever, but it's not like he uses the truck a lot, so I think it'll be a good compromise. He was thinking maybe like a color match bed liner like we did in the box, but the clearance beneath the door to the sill there isn't enough to add anything. I remember it being really close, so definitely can't do that. And then it looks like we have another speaker grill falling off. These things are, I don't get it, man. This day and age, you'd think they'd come up with something better. Like Blam's a pretty good product. You'd think they'd come up with something better than just a grill stuffed in a plastic groove. This day and age, like, come on. You know, maybe you gotta do like a marine speaker in an old truck or something that the covers kind of screw on with the every second hole. I don't know. We'll get Lyle down here to get that on there. I know the driver's side door one was always falling off as well. So anyway, that's about that with that truck. F350 here. And so it's a new truck?
Sorry?
Is it a brand new truck?
No.
Oh.
No, he's had it for a long time.
You just doing a polish then, or?
It's a stone's finish, but
okay.
It's Triarb Industries. He's finally putting decals on it.
Oh, okay.
And then he's going to come back for some paint protection film.
Oh, nice.
We're getting it ready for that.
Oh, okay. Cool. Fairly new though. It's got the footsteps, so it's got to be a 23 or newer. Yeah. Cool. Good. Girls are busy. We've moved Chandel down to this office to do reception from here. She's just on the phone, so we'll leave her be. So the girls can keep working in the shop, and with Nathan and Jim and Mark and Mike at the other shops, they don't really need Chandel greeting people at the door anymore. So yeah, that's about it for Friday here, guys. All right, thought I'd swing by Dart and Tackle. I meant to do this a while ago. I remember saying something on here and see if Chad had my custom rods done, but I ended up messaging him and he didn't have them done. Unfortunately, having his mom's been going through some cancer and stuff like that. So anyway, it took some time, but one of the three was sitting here ready for me. He's gone away for a hockey thing right now. I swung in and got some line put on a reel, and one was standing there ready for me. So I don't know how much you can see in the camera, but these are kind of the highest end of sturgeon rods. I think one of the videos we posted a while back, Leah showed the helicopter taken off from after chopping off a bunch of my fishing rods. So this is one of three of the custom rods that were wrecked, and then there was a couple just store-bought rods that are on order, should be in soon. So yeah, anyway, nice to see one of these done and ready to go. So yeah, I might tomorrow, I have to look at what the weather's like. I got my sister-in-law's 40th tomorrow, but I might get the boat out and at least get it cleaned up. Maybe take it out for a jaunt on the water, depending on the time, because we got that party tomorrow evening. But I want to get the boat all cleaned up and get the camper on the truck. So my thoughts are to take the boat out first off and get it all cleaned up and out on the water again, make sure everything's good to go, which I'm sure it still is, and then go back, put the camper on. I might Sunday morning, we'll see, that I might take the boat, truck and camper to 100 Mile and get it set up where we keep it in 100 Mile at Caribou Bonanza. So yeah, anyway, kind of roughly my plans. We'll see what happens. That's kind of the rough plan at the moment, but definitely want to get the boat out one way or the other, maybe tomorrow if the weather's looking decent, and get it cleaned up and ready, and get the camper on the truck so that package could be brought up there, and then it's there, and then when we go back and forth we have the Bronco. So anyway, just kind of babbling on here, but the main thing was I got that rod which is nice. I got 2 more coming. I'll have 5 in total when it's all said and done, and which is good to have a spare. And yeah, get out and do some sturgeon fishing soon.